wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 10. Good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Complete.
0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he fires one incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A quick throw by Brady, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
His pass.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on.
We're scoreless after one.
And 10 at the 23-yard line.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there.
That's on the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on
this defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to third and
the Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm on. Hey, check Mike 21.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Panthers' 28-yard line.
You got time right there. Check 9, check 9.
On second down and 4, Brady is for his running back, McCoy. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now McCoy. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. Hey, go 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's McCoy. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is McCaffrey on the give. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He may try and run. Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Brady now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Brady. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll set up the screen to McCoy. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Taking it about the 16. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Antoine Winfield.
Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
Single slot. I'm coming. 49, check 49. Check 3.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3-yard gain.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
43-yard line.
No. Switch. Check 26, check 26. Hold 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
We got three down. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike.
To throw again, Brady. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down and 4.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
20, Panthers 3.
Come get some. Come on,
On second down now, it's McCoy. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Down and 2.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
let's go now. Mikey, 18.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
49-yard line.
Here's a give to Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Brady going for it all. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 29 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
That's the reason we fall for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that they're...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Check it out, read.
Again, a run with Vaughn. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 36-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
5-yard line.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
43-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
10th carry now for McCoy. And he gets it down to the 32.
That's another.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 34-yard line.
53! Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Alert! Easy. 50.
Brady going to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back. Hey, check it. Mike, part two. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going deep this time. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
It's the score, Buccaneers 34, Panthers 3.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts
A gain of 12.
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the Bucs' 24-yard line.
45's the mark. All day, dog. Buffalo 18. 45.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He finds his target. It's Evans. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
This is caught at the 20. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20.
Today's
a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, it's a win as they move.